Hello, everybody. My name is Rajha, and some of you may be knowing me. I used to work with Ogilvy Outreach, the rural wing of Ogilvy Advertising, for long years. Post that, I've been working on rural campaigns uh, of my own and with some of my colleagues in developmental sector mostly, dealing with the COVID, dealing with tuberculosis and other things. People used to tell me, why don't I write a book on rural advertising? And I always used to say that it is better if I talk to you. So then the suggestions came, why not come out on a podcast? And here I am with the first episode. Just a brief background, as I said, I am Rajha, used to work with Ogilvy. Post that, I have shifted to Bihar, Madhubani, my hometown. Here we have a community radio, we work with community. We also have a rural campus where people come and give kind of time to study with people, with communities. They stay here, they develop communication, they try and understand people, meetings, etc. happen. So a lot of students who are into designing or in rural communication, marketing, or even people from marketing teams do come here and stay for a few days to understand, be with people. So that's Rural Campus for you. And R.A.M.S, Rural Advertising and Marketing Services, is basically for startups who are uh, taking out products from rural to urban. Mostly we have been working with urban to rural kind of a scenario, but there's a lot of stuff happening between rural to urban, rural products being marketed to urban markets. So branding and placing them and giving them advertising solutions, that's what R.A.M.S, R.A.M.S in short, they do. RMAI needs no introduction. RMAI is Rural Marketing Association of India. Everybody who's into rural, be it corporates, be it agencies, be it people, individual, academicians, students, they're part of it. And our endeavor is to part as much as information with people. So that's how the whole program has been designed. It will be available on podcast, Spotify, as well as on YouTube, and some of its bits will be available on other social media platforms also. I'll be happy to receive any kind of questions, remarks, communication, any kind of feeling, observations which you may have regarding this podcast. It will be a series. I'll try to do it Sunday to Sunday based on a lot of many things which happens in my life, especially the light, the electricity, and the internet, and the weather, and all those things put together because I live in a village. And that's how the whole thing has been designed. Now, to start with, I thought that where do I start the first episode of this podcast from? And the first thing which I came to my mind was that the day I was shifted to outreach and I went and met Mr. Pradeep Kashyap, the father of rural advertising, as they say, and the legend. And he said, why not? This is a time to move on to. And he said when he moved into rural, there was nobody in that market. And at that time, they had done a survey on hearts and melas. And hearts was very important when we started our career in rural advertising.
नहीं बेटा मरचा है बाप रे बाप लगल का यहाँ यहाँ पे
भाइयों लोग केला लिया।
फोटो खींच के की करते
ए चाचा ऐसन ऐसन को
आम जे लै छै
ऐसन कोनो बात नहीं छै।
से हम बुझै छी
especially because it was a channel which is available to you. Already people congregate there, come there. Every heart has people coming from 6 to 7 villages. We had some kind of data thanks to again Mart and Pradeep Kashyap ji who had done a survey on that subject. And so let the first episode begin with hearts. Do hearts still make sense for advertisers to go? Okay. Now, in most of the places, these hats, the weekly markets as we call them, have different names: Shendis, Outmark, whatever they call it. Some places it is the daytime when you have the market. Sometimes it is the afternoon when you have the market. So different kind of market. Now it is more and more vegetable market, but still a lot of rural product like potters, they bring their own thing there. Even the guys who want to buy in in coinage, not in grammage. So 10 रुपया का दे दो, 3 रुपया का दे दो, 5 रुपया का दे दो, kind of goods for, be it household things or even for kitchen masalas. That's how they buy it. So those people are there. The tailors, the menders. So weekly service people are also there. There's a perfect design by which they sit and they organize themselves. The vegetable wala sit at one place, the cosmetic wala sit at one place, the services wala sit at one place, and these markets are still organized. A lot of buying happens, but we do see a lot of changes. We see a lot of changes, and these changes are mostly in terms of participation. That is, a lot of women participation has started happening. That is because, again, a lot of men have gone out, they have moved out, and the money power has come to women. And women are basically, as you can see also in the going visuals, that women are taking participation in buying and negotiating. The buying power has also increased. From a small buys, the buys have become little bigger now. The money power is there. We also see a digital payment being accepted at many places. People are paying by phone, Paytm or Google Pay. Those kind of things are happening. Still, people from 6 to 7 nearby villages do come here, and it is still the place where a lot of communication can be done. The day I was visiting the hut, which is next to my house, we found somebody who was selling Dant Manjan, and the same old story we've been knowing. They have a recorded tape which they keep playing, and then they keep selling the product there. Sometimes people come with lots of offers, like in 100 rupees you can take 9 bulbs, LED bulbs. So still, local players come and do their advertising here. We are seeing that a lot of corporates which used to be there in hearts are not anymore present. We do not know why they are not there. I've been trying to speak to my friends and fellows that why the main corporates like Levers or others are not there in heart. They used to be prime participants in this. They've been moving to other medias or what is the thing, but hearts still hold the market, and a lot of people do come in. In my next episode, I will be trying to speak to Mr. Pradeep Kashyap and bring him as a guest to speak on this subject because he's a veteran on the subject. But I have been trying to find out that why hearts are not being used today. One, people do not know the frequency or the places of the hearts have changed. So the data which we had earlier that at this place the heart happens on Friday or Saturday, that may have moved to something else. So we need to do some data correction there. Bigger villages have bigger hearts, smaller villages have smaller hearts. So some kind of correction will be needed there also. Uh, I would like to know from people who are marketeers that what is stopping them to coming here, because it's nice congregation points and word of mouth flows from here, and we have used it to a good extent in past, and it still holds. People come here, they buy, they negotiate. It's not only buying for which people come to huts; it's also that they come gossip. Even marriage negotiations happen here. There is a noise factor, which I must tell you. There is already a noise factor because so many people coming and joining at a place has a noise factor there. And in that noise factor, if you have to make a noise, it has to be slightly bigger. You have to move with people. You have to design your campaign in which you can touch everybody. People spend nearly about half an hour to 40 minutes at a heart, and you have to make sure that in that time period you catch hold of everyone. So hearts are important thing. If you have any queries about hearts and melas, how to participate in them, I'll be happy to answer, or I'll get people to answer for you. This is the first episode, so I'll keep it short and I'll wait for reactions. And I would like to know what all you would like to know from rural markets, because I stay here. We will be covering hearts, melas, self help groups, markets, chain feeder markets, then going on to brands like or categories like motorcycle, FMCG, uh, even microfinance. So slowly we'll be opening up our talks to different kind of people, getting something from the ground, and then coming and meeting people and talking more about it. And should you have any question or would you like to have any kind of more information about it, do let me know. My name is Rajha. Do remember that. And I will be talking to you. This is the first podcast, and we'll be connecting to you very, very soon. So till then, keep good, keep healthy. And let me tell you, Corona is not gone, so wear a mask. Please, 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 wear a mask. It's a must. It may come back at any time. All the best from my side. Thank you.